That's right. By the time you're seeing this video, the conversation may have already begun. I will be conversating with the man, the myth, the absolute legend that is Sir Alexandro Jones. That's right. I'm not sure where the conversation's going to go. I'm sure only he can dictate that. But I wanted to give a huge shout out to the Friday Night Tights crew for making this happen. I had planned on being on the show today. Well, I'll leave a link in the description of the channel, by the way. I had planned on being on the show today. Alex bumped me, and he rightfully should have. But I don't think it ever crossed their mind kicking me off, so they let me stay on. And so I will be on the same panel with Mr. Alex Jones. And whatever you feel about the man, it's going to be entertaining. I'm hoping, I have some concerns for the Friday Night Tights crew. I hope that they have a mute button ready or a cough button ready, a list of topics that are potential no-nos. This is a big deal. This is huge for this space. Maybe a few years ago, I would have considered myself a part of the comics YouTube community, but it's been a long time since I really covered it. And behind the scenes, people like Geeks and Gamers and Gary from Jeremy from Geeks and Gamers and Gary from Neurotic, many others have worked to kind of build this content machine, and it's really admirable. I don't mean that. I mean, that's maybe not the best word for it. It's really impressive. And I'm really glad that they're still taking time out to invite my old ass onto the show. It's going to be a lot of fun. Now, what am I going to ask Alex? Well, I'm hoping to look in the comment section. I'm hoping to get questions from you in the comments, because there's one in particular that, I want to talk about, but I'm not sure as YouTube friendly as, morons, losers, chumps like Jimmy Kimmel have been saying a lot of heinous things about Sir Alexandro Jones, and I don't like it. You don't really see, Alex's rebuttals to a lot of these things, and there's not a lot of people that defend him on YouTube. And I want to, point out to my viewers too, Alex says a lot of things that sound really crazy. He usually has some sort of documentation that may support what he's talking about, but I certainly don't believe everything he says. Although the Alex Jones was right jar keeps getting more and more full, as the longest timeline that has happened. I think, objectively looking back at him and the comments he made about the school, that was a mistake. He admits that was a mistake. So you have to forgive him. And when you tune in, when you choose to watch a content creator, you don't have to watch them. You can watch one or not watch one. And the internet still, I really wish Alex would be back on YouTube. I really wish that there were a lot of creators that would be allowed back here on YouTube. Because people change, and people have to have a redemption arc. People that, I think Alex would be a blast to hang out with. I'm going to be down in Texas in maybe 3 weeks, 2 weeks. I'm going to try to hang out with them a little bit. It's a bit of a drive from where I'll be, but I assume it'll be worth it. And, I think that it's important to understand that, content creators are people too, even if they have opinions that you really, really dislike. He's a family man. There's a lot of people, hey, I make fun of international news reader Don Lemon, or a totally normal, healthy 36-year-old Brian Stelter. I make fun of their opinions, but, if I saw them on the street, it's just, you just go about your way. It doesn't have to be like that. And I think that we live in this culture where, that people hate the person who creates the content. And, I think that that's really unfortunate. And I'm hoping that, throughout this interview and podcast, people, Alex is really likable. And I think that, I applaud Gary from Nerdrotic for taking this risk, because it is a risk, because Alex is a bit of a wild card. He could say literally anything at any given time, and I don't want their channel to get in any trouble. So, hopefully Susan will be kind. Alex and his medicine endorsements, this is something I would like to talk to him off camera about. I just feel like, I feel like Alex is not only an incredible entertainer, but he also kind of is self-aware. And I want to kind of pick at that a little bit if I can, if I even get a chance to put in a word edgewise. It's going to be difficult, I imagine, with all the people on the call. But I do want to point out that I'd love to see you there. And all the channels involved in this, take a look at the panel of people on the show and check out their channels and subscribe to them, because community is extraordinarily important here on YouTube. There's, I know I'm a bit of a lone wolf because of my own, I don't know, the internet friends thing is something that I've kind of abandoned a long time ago. I've got Dank and Bearing, and that's kind of all I care to have. I suppose Sue too. But I do, look at what those guys are doing on Friday Night Tights, Az from Heels vs. Babyface, Ryan Cannell. They're doing something really cool, and I'm hoping that my audience will also embrace it. Will embrace the message or the journey that they're doing. They're all uplifting each other, which is really awesome. I don't know if we're going to be talking about comic books or not, but I'm certainly going to ask if I get a chance if Alex Jones reads comic books and what his favorite comic book is. But I'll be curious to see what you think I should be asking. Fill out the comment section down below. I'll definitely ask, whatever top voted comments or questions I can. I hope everyone on the panel treats him with respect. I think he genuinely believes what he says. And, I'm not going to ask him about, vampire, potbelly, hobgoblin, goblins or whatever like that, interdimensional elves and things like that. I think that'd be too on the nose. But I'd be interested to see what you guys want me to ask, and I hope you'll join the Friday Night Tights crew. I think Alex will be there a little after 4 Central Time, which is about when this video is going to go up. So after you watch this video, come on over to Friday Night Tights, and I'll already be on by the time you see this. And so congratulations on the get to Gary and Jeremy and Ryan and Az and everyone involved. And I'm genuinely looking forward to this. I've got to go smoke some DMT before we do it, though. Talk to you again real soon.